My name is Miyuki. I'm a 42-year-old stay-at-home mom with 3 boys. Haruto is 16, Kenji is 14, and Kakeru is 6. Since I got pregnant with Haruto, my husband Kazunori has been acting all distant. He's not interested in anything going on at home, not even taking care of the kids, and it's been stressing me out. When we first got married, he was kind and looked out for me, but lately, he's been coming home late, and on weekends he's usually out playing golf or something. The same thing happened on the last field day. Kazunori told me he couldn't go.
I can't go to the field day tomorrow.
What? Why not?
I've got golf. It's a business thing.
You can't just bail on us like that. The kids are going to be really disappointed.
What are you going to do if I don't get promoted? Are you going to take responsibility?
I couldn't say anything in response, and Kazunori ended up skipping the field day. Then one day... Oh, it's Kazunori's phone. Reiko? Thanks for dinner the other night? What's this? Seems kinda sketchy. Then I heard Kazunori's footsteps, so I quickly put the phone back on the table.
Oh, my phone was here. I'm gonna take a shower.
Who's Reiko? I've gotta check his phone. How about this number? Oh, great. Now I can find out who Reiko is. Oh, I see. So they met at the golf school. No wonder he's been playing so much golf. He's been cheating on me behind my back. Now I know who Reiko is. She's 26, a whole 20 years younger than Kazunori, and apparently works at a real estate company. She's the type who posts only selfies and brags on social media every single day. So, I started checking Kazunori's phone every night, just to see what I could find. Now I've gathered quite a lot of information. I guess I should be thinking about divorce, but I've got 3 kids. The oldest is in high school, and the youngest just started elementary school. Given their situation, I don't think divorce is on the table right now. But I was getting close to my limit living with Kazunori. Maybe I should talk to a lawyer.
Hey, I'm back.
Do you want to have dinner?
Before that, here.
Huh? What's this?
Isn't it obvious? We're getting divorced.
Huh? Why? You can't just spring this on me out of nowhere.
Anyway, just write your name on it. I already signed mine.
No way. What about the kids? What are we going to do about them?
So annoying. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Make sure to sign it, okay?
Why all of a sudden? I had a feeling divorce might be coming, but I didn't expect him to just hand me the papers out of nowhere. The next day, just as we were about to start talking about divorce, Kazunori suddenly called someone.
Hey, come on in.
What? Is someone here? Hello there.
This is Reiko. We're dating.
Yep, I knew about this. But why are you telling me all this? I'm your wife, not your mom, you know. I'm your wife, not your mom, you know. I'm pregnant with his baby.
Yep. Hey, Reiko, you okay? Sorry about the mess. How's your health? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just don't want this baby to grow up without a dad.
Yeah, I get it.
I haven't seen him look like this in ages. We've been married for 17 years and lived together the whole time. We've got 3 kids. I've worked my butt off raising them and taking care of the house without slacking off. But how could he just talk to me like this?
Hey, are the divorce papers ready to file?
Yes. I agreed to the divorce, but I've got some conditions.
What is it?
I'm taking the youngest, Kakeru, with me. But you'll be responsible for the other 2, Haruto and Kenji. What?
Why? You're their mom. You're supposed to be the one raising them. Take all the kids with you.
I can't, because they said they want to live with you. That was last night.
Mom, if you and Dad get divorced, we're going with Dad.
What? Why?
We've already made up our minds. Dad has more money to support us.
I was really shocked by what they said. What? We've all been living together this whole time. Kakeru will miss you guys too.
Kakeru will be fine with you, Mom. It doesn't matter what you say. Mom, we're going with Dad.
I guess there's no point in trying to change their minds. It's hard and lonely to be separated from them. But my oldest and second sons chose to go with their dad. So I reluctantly decided to respect their wishes.
Don't be ridiculous. It's your job to raise the kids. Take all of them with you.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you, Haruto and Kenji are going with you because that's what they want. You're their dad. Take some responsibility. I got chills from how gross Kazunori's words were. Why did I waste 17 years on a husband like this?
Oh, good. Hey, you guys want to be with your mom rather than me, right? I'd rather stick with Dad. Yeah, and if I stay with Dad, I can go to college. Exactly. It'd be a shame if I couldn't go just because we didn't have enough money. Don't worry about college. I'll cover the child support. Plus, I'd rather have a young, beautiful mother. Yeah, Reiko's 26, isn't she? That's pretty young. We'd be happier if she was home with us.
Haruto and Kenji were having a blast talking to each other without even bothering to make eye contact with me.
Well, if the older two stay with me, my parents might feel more at ease. Ray, I think my folks will support us more if they're with us.
Support? You mean like financially?
Yeah, basically.
Well then, that sounds like a plan.
Is that right? Great! Then I'll take the two of them. But in exchange, I won't be paying child support or alimony.
Fine, but you still have to pay child support for Kakeru.
Yeah, I'll pay it. But I'll find a way to get out of it anyway.
After our discussion that day, it was officially decided that Kazunori and I would get divorced. Haruto and Kenji stayed in this house with my ex, while Kakeru and I packed our things and left the next morning. A month after we left, just as I was getting used to my new life with Kakeru, Kazunori started reaching out to me repeatedly.
I really want to meet and talk. Can you make some time for me?
I actually wanted to cut off contact with Kazunori, but because of Haruto and Kenji, I had to meet with him.
I need you to take Haruto and Kenji back with you.
Why now, after all this? What do they think about it?
They're really loud, right? Apparently that's really getting on Ray's nerves. So she went into her room and hasn't come out since.
They're always so loud, and you knew it.
Yeah, I know. But they're really cheeky with Ray. Like, they can just do whatever they want, you know? She doesn't like that attitude.
That doesn't sound like them. Haruto and Kenji are definitely big and loud. They've got this kind of intensity about them. But they are also polite and have good manners. I felt something was off about the way Kazunori described their behavior.
It's not just that. They leave a mess all over the place, not just in their room. They invite their friends over after practice every day, and Reiko has to cook dinner for them. Then Haruto was like, my mom's curry was way better. And Kenji goes, my mom used to clean until everything sparkled. They're always comparing you to Reiko.
Honestly, if I had to put up with that every day, I'd probably lose it too.
Reiko says she's going to leave if they don't knock it off. So please, I'm begging you, take Haruto and Kenji back with you.
I was silent for a moment.
Please, I'm begging you.
But I can't fit them in my current apartment.
I get it. I'll figure it out.
And they're teenagers, so I can't cover their living expenses with the child support I'm getting.
Got it. I'll pay for everything, including child support for all 3 kids and the rent for a new apartment.
Okay, fine. I'll take them.
Kazunori looked genuinely relieved when I agreed.
Kazunori looked genuinely relieved when I agreed. The next day, early in the morning, Haruto and Kenji showed up at my apartment.
I'm home. Being home is the best. I mean, I've never been here before, though.
The small apartment quickly got packed with people and filled with laughter. It had been a long time since we'd had a family gathering. Haruto and Kenji started sharing their side of the story, shoulder to shoulder in the tight space.
We didn't really like Dad from the start. He was always so arrogant, and he was tough on you. Plus, he was hardly ever home. Yeah, I don't even remember him taking us out anywhere. Especially lately, he seemed to be extra harsh with you. Then I saw you looking at Dad's phone with a sad expression. I saw you crying in the middle of the night, too.
Oh, so you guys saw that? I'm sorry if I worried you.
Yeah, we thought Dad might be the reason, so we followed him when he went out on his day off.
Wow, you did what?
So then I saw him having a great time practicing golf with a woman at the golf school near the station. Turns out that woman was Reiko.
I was impressed by how proactive Haruto and Kenji were.
So we came up with a plan together. We shouldn't have even tricked you, Mom. Sorry.
I swear, I thought I was going to have a heart attack when you guys said you were going to live with your dad.
You know, that Reiko woman is a show-off and only cares about herself. She's awful. So we messed with her without holding back. We did everything we could.
I see. That's what it was about.
But there's something that's been bugging me. I happened to check Reiko's phone and saw she was getting loads of texts from some guy who wasn't Dad. The texts were all like, "I want to see you," and "That steak was amazing last time." It's super sketchy.
Wow, that kind of stuff. Okay, got it. I'll look into it from here. I took a closer look at Reiko's social media accounts. Turns out, there were a lot of photos where some guy who wasn't Kazunori showed up in her selfies. This pushed me to meet with Kazunori the next day. The next day, I went to Kazunori's place, saying I needed to talk about Haruto and Kenji. Reiko, you're hiding something pretty important. Or should I say, you're telling a big lie.
Hey, what are you talking about? I thought you were here to discuss Haruto and Kenji.
You be quiet for a second. So, Reiko, what's going on? What are you even talking about? If you're here to say stuff like that, just leave. No, I'm not leaving. Who's the father of your baby? What do you mean, who? It's Kazunori, of course.
That's right. What are you talking about?
I pulled out my phone and showed them a picture from Reiko's social media. It was Reiko with a young guy, definitely not Kazunori, holding a maternal and child health handbook. It's a booklet that tracks a child's health and development from pregnancy through early childhood.
What the hell?
I knew you didn't know.
Hey, Ray, who is this guy?
Yep, Reiko was seeing someone other than Kazunori. I also showed him some comments that Reiko's other guy posted. Here's what he wrote.
What does sugar daddy mean?
The guy's post suggested that Kazunori was just a sugar daddy for Reiko and an old fool chasing after a young woman. Man, busted. I guess there's no point in denying it. Yep, you're just my sugar daddy. Then Reiko got defensive and started lashing out. Kazunori was too stunned by the truth to even fight back. He must have been really shocked to realize he was just being used by Reiko. Reiko, your parents have a pretty big house, don't they? I've heard they're a prominent family around here. How do you know that? 'Cause you posted it all over social media. Hey, don't tell them about this, all right? Oh, too late. They already know. Right then, Reiko's phone started ringing. Seemed like it was her father. After all, Reiko even got ditched by the father of her unborn child. Turns out he wasn't serious about her either. He was just after her money. After that, Reiko was taken back to her parents' place. And now, as a single mom, she's living under their watchful eye. Meanwhile, Kazunori got busted pretending to be on a business trip when he was actually traveling with Reiko. Apparently, he's in big trouble not just for the affair, but also for submitting false reports, and he's on the verge of getting fired for it. And he even got ditched by Reiko, and now he's stuck paying child support and alimony for 3 kids. He's probably living on the edge. As for me, we are having a great time living together, just the 4 of us. The kids seem a lot more relaxed now that their cold-hearted father is out of the picture. I'm really looking forward to seeing the bright future ahead for them.